Hi guys, so I'm here, and since I've already done a book review of this book that's called A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks, but the video kind of bombed because like lighting issues, and then like I edited it, but the audio was kind of overshadowed by the background music, and I'm such a noob that I can't even fix it. Like I tried, but my friend was like, the music kind of distracts Anjali. And then I was like, I'll never ever put music in my YouTube videos. Who knows? So here I am trying to do it all over again. So you guys can have a very genuine and authentic book review about this book because it's one of my favorite books, and I could keep talking about it and never ever get bored, and it's like super awesome. You should never ever miss it. And this book has always been you know something that has renewed hope. I mean, it's very important to have hope in life, especially, and since we read to escape reality, to kind of find you know sustenance and hope to relieve our dreams again. I don't know what I'm rambling about, but it was a very great book, and I kind of loved it. I was like so in love with the characters. They were very real, they were very authentic, they were so relatable. The characters were like something very ordinary. Like you will find these characters in your daily life. Like these are the people you go to school with, or you have met in your life. I mean, you have grown up with these kids, and then you're like, oh my god, like this could be me, and this is something that could have happened to me, and things like that. And it kind of renews hope in first loves. And there's this always this thing that whenever you fell in love for the first time, it's always going to mm, it's always gonna fail or something. I don't know. It has happened to a lot of people. Like they know the forced relationships kind of gory, but I don't know. Like it's not a thing with everyone. Disclaimer: I'm not trying to offend anyone, but people believe that first love first love or relationships never work. Like people have this kind of thing where they believe that first love and relationships never work. But it's something. It depends on two people and the kind of relationship they have. It's not like it's never gonna work. It actually takes a lot of l- kindness and sacrifice to keep a relationship going. So that's something super different, and that's something that depends on solely on two people and the kind of relationship they have. And I don't know. Let's get on this book. Okay, so let's start with the pros. The pros of this book is that it's one of those love stories that makes you believe in love once again. Like you will be so positively surprised that something so ordinary, that you come across in a daily life version, and something can blossom into something very beautiful and magical. Their love was so ethereal and beautiful and unicorn like this kind of love only happens in movies. And I love this book, like, oh my gosh. And since all the prose is this, like, this book is super thin, and it's like, if you actually get into this, which I'm sure you will, you can read it into one sitting. Like, you can easily read it within 4 hours. Like I read it within 4 hours. I was so hooked up on this book that I didn't want to keep it down. So I kept flipping pages and pages, and there I was like finished the book, and it was awesome. And all the more things that you should read this review that says every now and then you stumble across an extraordinary book that at first appears like countless others, then you read it and are amazed at the treasure within. A Walk to Remember is such a book. Like this book was when I saw it in the book aisle, I was like, okay, it's like one of those Y18 books that, oh my gosh, so blah and whatever. But I know parts, and I know the kind of books he writes, and the kind of books he writes are unique, and the characters he develops are so beautiful. So I was like, okay, let's give this book a chance. And when I started it, it started like any other Y18 book. Like, okay, there's this guy, there's this bad boy, and there's this good girl, this good Christian girl who carries the Bible with her at all times. Spoiler alert. And and then they fall in love, and things happen, and you have to read the book. I'm not going to spoil it anymore for you. And they fall in love, and they make you believe in love, and things happen. And this book is so beautiful, and I have some of the quotes that I love from this book. I'll just read one that's like my ultimate favorite. Is the scripture. Wait a second. So there's the scripture that I super loved it. Like, oh my gosh, I was shook. So it starts off like this: Love is always patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. It is never rude or selfish. It does not take offense and is not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins but delights in the truth. It is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes. Since I'm not a Christian, I didn't know that it was from the Bible. And no offense, like I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I didn't know that this scripture is from the Bible, because obviously it's written here that on February 14th, Valentine's Day, Jamie picked out a passage from Corinthians that meant a lot to her. So I ultimately got thinking that it must be from the Bible, because she carries Bible all the time, right? So I just Google it, and then I fell in love with her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever read. And I loved it. Like I love this book. The characters are unique. I mean, they will seem so ordinary, but they will make you believe in love. And if you're trying to read any, trying to find a tear-jerking romance that makes you, that renews your hope and renovates you and makes you want to believe in love again, I recommend this book. I mean, just look at the cover. It's so pretty. It's so aesthetic. I mean, oh my gosh, I love this book. And since you can see, I've worn it out, I've slept with it, I've sniffed it, and I've ate. I've not ate like this. No tea stains. Like you can see this. I am not that bad. I am bad, but I'm not that badass. I wouldn't call it badass. I'm not that bad. Are there any cons about this book? I don't know, babe. It might be, there might be any cons. I didn't find anything super worthy. Like, I didn't find anything super worthy that I will call as a con, but because seriously, this book is super great, and you should totally get it, and you should totally read it and devour it. But I don't know. I love the theme, the plot, the characters, the story, the pacing so great. It might, yeah, it might look like for you that it starts kind of slow, like you would feel that okay, this book is boring, but it isn't boring. It doesn't have any kind of pacing issues for me, but for someone it will feel, so for some people it might feel that it starts slow or it gets slow in the middle, but I totally enjoyed this book. There are so many quotes, it's so quotable. I mean, there are like tidbits of small humor, small sentences that are filled with humor, the comedy. I mean, it made me laugh, it made me cry, it gave me hope, it made me want to read this again and again. And that's what all I want from a good book, and it was all in here. And I think you should totally get it and read this book. I will totally recommend you to get this book and um, have a great day and have a great reading session. Um, this was my actually my last Friday pick, so I would like to recommend it to you this Friday too because I totally fucked up the last video. So yeah, A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks, and get this book and give my video a thumbs up if you like this video, and comment below if any books you would like me to review, and subscribe to my channel to get this amazing book review. And I will just ask you to subscribe down below. There's that red button that you should tap. So I should totally tell you to get this book and subscribe. There's this red button down below that you should tap in order to get notifications from me, and totally subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye guys. I'd like to hear about what you felt when you read this book, and just comment down below. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. Bye. Have a great day.